This is the RAH V2, and it's a nice short and stubby 4x4 with a bunch of bunkers in it. And we're just going to hop up right in here, and if you didn't know, the new Christmas sheet metal gingerbread door has got the craziest window peaks ever. If you didn't know that, I don't know why it's still so cheap, but big tips. And just coming in here, we do have our first bunker here. And this can be a loot room. All my deployables disappeared when the server reset. And keep in mind, this wood triangle roof right here is what it's attaching the wall stack back to the core. So we can hatchet this out and put them all on an external for some crazy cheap upkeep. Combined, it's not that bad, but it's kind of a bit too much for a solo or duo. But again, you can split that upkeep. You can't do both open at the same time, which will help you not to leave them open and get deep done. But you can, this one right here for these loot rooms, this does need to be placed from the outside only. Whereas this one you could place from the outside how I did to get in. And then right here, you'll be able to choose between which one, and you just want the close one right there. And we just have ramp peaks right here that you do have to crouch under. It's kind of shallow. Again, I went for a stubby 4x4. But we'll just hop down into the other. We're at 2 mirrored doorways right here. And you don't want your front door under your doorway just because you won't have that second bunkered wall. So we want this one, or I'll jump up, hop down in here, and again you can't have them both open. And then we have the shotgun trap to break this one. Loot room, standard 2x2 starter, very nice and very easy here. And our full upkeep all on one TC with sheet metal bunkers is 13k metal, 1000 wood, 6k stone, and 100 HQM. But again, that's all on one TC, and you could do 4 external TCs and it drops crazy. I think it gets to just like 40 HQM, and it's very nice and easy. Sorry, not 40 HQM, 60 HQM, but it's very nice and easy. And then we're just going to go ahead and jump up here. We have a pancake layer and just a bedroom right here that gives us one-way boost right there, or a one-door boost. And then we have our nice peaks right here. Again, they're kind of shallow. You could raise it up and do another story before you go ahead and do these roof ramp peaks. But with the roof ramp peaks, we have normal style Patrico Brutalis right here. And then since Brutalis is getting patched, this is wall stacked right here. So as you can see, Brutalis, you'll be able to get a real far out angle. But even if you did this into shipping container, so when it does get patched, you still get a nice little pixel gap peak right here. You just don't get to peak as far out, but it's still very nice and very easy for a pixel gap when that does get patched. We have a nice bedroom up here that has all 360 ankle biters for everybody on your roof. And keep in mind, this is half wall honeycomb on top, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers from the top down. And then you just have your nice roof right here with just standard style jumps right here. And you can add whatever you want up here, but I just did it really simple. And we'll go ahead and just cut to the upkeep of when we do have it on external, and it's just stupid cheap. So you would just break these roofs right here on each of the 4 bunkers, which will make them start decaying, but you could do that after you build out and do whatever kind of TC you want. We'll go ahead and do just a random style TC right here just to show you. The upkeep for each wing, so there'll be 4 of these. It's just 700 metal and 850 stone and some wood. And then with none of them back on the core is only at 80 HQM. Okay, I did it was 60, but I have these right here, so we can have 2 layers of sheet metal, and this is above it. So that single triangle on all 4 is adding to that HQM, but it's only 5.5k metal and 1500 stone. Incredibly simple, especially since none of the externals at this point would have HQM on them. So again, very nice and easy. We'll go ahead and show you how to do it. We could do it in stages, and you don't need to worry about your wall stack portions decaying, because we could have that reconnect and disconnect point inside the base with that wood wall. Okay, it's super easy to build. You're going to start out with a 2x2, very old school style, with a single door right here and a wraparound. Double doors all the way around. And remember, this gingerbread door is crazy see-through. And we're just going to go ahead and seal up everything here. Our TC in the corner, very standard old school style. 2x2 right here. And then for realism, we're going to make sure our first square out the door is twig. And then the other 3 are going to be upgraded. Like this. And we're going to repeat that same pattern. So we're going to upgrade this one, leave this one twig. Upgrade that one, leave this one twig, upgrade that one, leave that one twig. Just like that. Keep in mind, we are going to want our jump up to the doorways to the 4x4, not on our front door side. So these are going to be less bunkers, and these are going to be double wall bunkers right here. And it's going to be very simple to do. So with this point right here, we're just going to go out 7 squares after this. So it's 8 squares total, but 7 squares from this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's kind of impossible to do if you go out too many squares. So make sure you do 7. I'm going to go ahead and demolish that and bring it back. Again, they are reconnectable, so we don't need to worry about anything decaying. Come back with all triangles right here, and then you want to make sure you're upgrading just these 5 triangles right here. And then we can break everything else back here. Just those 5 triangles. And then get a conditional corner right here. We're going to make sure this is just like a solid square of honeycomb with the proper hard side. And then we're going to do loot room right here and come in this way, or just rotate it so we have these conditional corners right here in any grade. It's going to block any sideways gap in our bunker wall right there. And we're just going to put a triangle roof here and upgrade it to wood. That's going to connect it back to the main. And then we can go ahead and upgrade those. Lay down the bunker wall. For our floors and triangle frame for jump ups, just for stability, all off that. Then for our second bunker wall, we're going to build up from the inside here. And we're going to demolish that, but only after we put these so it can stick to them. Now we can go ahead and upgrade that and put a wall here. And there will be a little bit of a gap, but it doesn't matter too much. And we're just going to put our triangle roof on the bottom right there and put these triangle floors off of our core. Just like that. And now we can seal this up here, and we can do the same thing on this side. And now we're going to make our other loot room on the opposite side here. Do the same thing. I'm going to go out again 7 squares from this point. And it's lagging, very nice. I wonder why it's lagging. Yeah, and anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and come back. Hexagon, very standard stuff here. Spam these triangles again. Break that. And we just want these 5 triangles upgraded. Go ahead and break all these excess twig right here. And then we'll just put this triangle roof here to immediately make it not decay and attach to the core. And we'll repeat the steps. And we want to leave this triangle open right here. And then now for these 2, which will be our jump ups, we want a garage door instead of this right here, which will cause, we need a little bit different floor placement. Fantastic. Got a buddy over there building the server. And we're just going to repeat this here for the same starting. Remember, 7 squares. You can't do it when it's 8 for some reason. Like, the build out is stupid. And just do 7. And again, we can attach it immediately with this roof right here. Triangle roof, upgrade the wood, bunker wall there, lay the bunker wall down, triangle floor, frame, and we want this one off the outside right here. That's going to give us placement for this garage door. When we place it right here, we're going to be able to place 2 garage doors right here for our entrance. And then we can keep this the same. And this is going to be our front door entrance right here. And remember, this gingerbread door is so crazy see-through, right at the height that you shoot at. Pretty crazy. And then we can put our garage doors and everything right here and repeat this one more time. Just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and add quickly some of these honeycomb triangles right here, just because that one's soft-sidable. That one's not soft-sidable, but it adds symmetry and covers our bunker side. Keep in mind, with it, legacy wood and wood, they can blow that from the outside, so you can't upgrade it permanently, or it doesn't matter if they break it if you're going to be putting it on externals anyway. And once you have this right here, we just want a honeycomb layer right here, completely sealed off, like that, and then we're just going to add walls. Standard 4x4 stuff here. And we can add one more layer of the honeycomb right here. That's going to be this foundation for our petricos. And these floors do not matter on this second layer. Once you're at this point, we're just going to add double door frames right here for stability, and from the direction that I'm doing it, that way this is covered right there, so they don't have this gap to shoot you in. Lagged for 40 seconds, my man. And once we have that, we're just going to do 2 double doors here, windows all around like this. And that's going to give us some nice angles for some peaks and everything. Then we can put floors like this and make sure these floors are on the original core. Whether it's like this where you don't have the gap, or whether it's like this where you have a gap, it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered by roof pieces. We just want our roof pieces on the original to have stability, and then we can go ahead and add. You can go ahead and add your ramps just like this by building off of your pancake layer right here and doing high ramps like that. And obviously, before you demolish that twig, I definitely didn't do that. I'm just going to go ahead and put the stability providing ramp right here. And you can upgrade all 4 and shoot out this twig. Now once you have this, we're just going to do our corners right here. And again, we want our double door frames like this to give that conditional so we don't have a gap. From the inside, how we're doing it like this. And then we just want our ramp peaks like this. And we want our triangle roofs to not be on the edge here, but towards us. And that's going to give us this bigger gap right here. And we can seal this up completely right here. And repeat this on all 4 sides. You can hide a locker under there, of course. And if you're having trouble with that, you can go ahead and add floor right here temporarily. And man's building the world over there. Then we could add our triangle roof pieces here. Tiny bit of a gap. And then we can just go ahead and add 2 single doors right here. Windows all around. And we can add our floors like this. And we can have 2 jump ups and 2 peaks. Windows right here. 1 jump up right here. With spot for some drop boxes. Windows right here. Peak on this one. Windows right here. And a spot for some drop boxes. I'm still lag. I swear it's still lag. Anyways, you can go ahead and add everything like that. And then triangle roofs like so. And seal this up. And that's pretty much it. You could add some outward facing square roofs right here for some really aggressive angles to jump up on like this. And then you can add your patricos like this, triangle frames, and then the wood low walls. And we could do that on all 4 sides right there. Again, it's a very standard, nice looking 4x4, but with just a bit of extra offline defense as opposed to a normal 4x4. And that's pretty much it. All you're gonna do is just upgrade everything. You could access everything right here because this is gonna be your outside foundation, and then the back of your loot room, and then this side right here. You could access all of this. You could access your core. You just can't access these 4 half walls in here, but that's not gonna matter too much. You could access literally everything else. You're probably gonna wanna upgrade these to metal just so it's easier to run by. But you're still going to have to crouch one way or the other. But again, it's very nice and very easy. I have raw V2. I have V4 and V3, V4, and V5 already. But it takes so long. Anyways, very nice and very easy.